Hey everybody, James Sandor here, back with another video for the Maine Morgue. This time around, I'm going to be ranking the top 15 kills in Scream history. In my last video, I talked about ranking the Scream franchise, including the television series. These 15 top kills will also include many from the television series. So I'm going to just get right into it with number 15, Will Belmont from Scream Season 1. I thought his death was really cool, and one of the major differences between Ghostface and the Lakewood Slasher is that his use of creative tools to kill. I mean, Ghostface traditionally used the hunting knife, whereas the Lakewood Slasher or the Brandon James Killer used pretty much what was ever around, much in the way of Jason Voorhees, for example. Number 14 is Jennifer Jolie, or Judy Jurgenstern, from Scream 3. I love that she was screaming at Ghostface right before she dies. I'm the killer in Stab 3! I'm the killer in Stab 3! It was just funny. And, I mean, I ragged on Scream 3 in my last video for being very, what's New Scooby-Doo? The Adventures of Scooby-Doo-ish. And that moment right there screams Scooby-Doo. 13 is also from Scream 3, Sarah Darling. I love this death because it's a great example of Ghostface he taunting the victim, calling her on the phone before he kills her. And he kills her quick. I mean, he doesn't mess around at all. Number 12 is Riley Mara from Scream Season 1. This one was very tough for me. Tough for me to watch because of the way the character grew on me during the season and the storyline between her and Noah. I was like, oh, damn, I thought Noah was finally happy, finally in love, and then wham! The Lakewood Slasher comes and takes care of her. I really thought her death was good, though, and creative. Number 11, again, from Scream 3, Christine Hamilton, who was the opening girl. Great opening death. And the fact that Ghostface kills her right in front of Cotton Weary, I thought was awesome. As if to say, you're next. Number 10 is Sheriff Clark Hudson from Scream Season 1. It was a great kill. I thought it was very creative because of the emotions of Daisy and her lover dying. It was ingenious on the killer's part. And later in Season 2, you find out that it was actually Kieran Wilcox, the sheriff's son, who killed him, which I thought was like, wow. That's how fucked you are in the head that you killed your own father. Scream series is all about parents and children and all that stuff. Number 9, from Season 2 of Scream, Jake Fitzgerald. I thought this character was very cool, yet very annoying at times. And I was happy to see him go. I thought his death was really interesting, fun, and cool to watch. Number 7 is Rebecca Walters from Scream 4. I loved her death. The cat and mouse that Ghostface plays with her. It was great, and a great payoff at the end of the scene. I mean, she was a pretty annoying character, so you kind of like, oh, come on, Ghostface, kill this bitch. And when he does, or she does, you kind of like, yeah, Ghostface, kick her ass. Number 6, also from Scream 4, is Marnie the Carney Cooper. Great death. And I really wish they had used the original scene that you see in the deleted scenes, because I think that was very visually striking, and at the beginning of this movie, had they used that scene, it would have been so much more impactful. Like, okay, this Ghostface is, like, fucked up and is going to show us just how fucked up they really are. I think they should have used that scene. Not that the scene that they used in the movie was bad, because I enjoy that movie from beginning to end. But I think they could have gone with the other scene the way it played out, and it would have been a much better, more impactful scene for the movie. Number 5 is Cece Cooper, who I think is either the sister or the cousin of Marty Cooper from Scream 4. Cool death. I love the cat and mouse game. Again, Ghostface loves to play with his victims before he kills them or she kills them. And I love the phone call. Do you want to die tonight, Cece? I thought that was fucking awesome. And the first time I heard it, it sent chills up my spine. Number 4 is Tatum Riley from Scream. Absolutely love this kill. I thought it was fresh and creative. And I'm going to tell you right now, I don't care about the logistics of it. If the door would stop, if somebody tried to climb through it because of the weight, or the motor wasn't strong enough to bring the door up. I don't care about any of that shit. If you're thinking that much about a fucking horror movie, about a slasher movie, you're overthinking it. Period. You're not supposed to sit there and think of the science and the logistics of it. It's a fucking cool kill. Just take it for what it is. I mean, think about it. It's really not that difficult. That brings me to our top 3, and here we are. This list was very hard for me to do because I love the kills so much, and ranking them is like, damn, this is hard. I hope you liked some of these picks, and I hope some of them made you scratch your head like, what the fuck is he thinking? But here we go, top 3. Number 3, Scream 2, The Death of Randy Meeks. For a long, long time, I was pissed about this. Like, angry. I would not watch Scream 2 because of this. And it wasn't until I started writing screenplays that I realized that Randy had to die in Scream 2. If you would like me to elaborate on that further, feel free to ask me in the comments or send me an email and I'll gladly converse with you. But Randy had to die in Scream 2, and for years I didn't understand why. And then when I became a filmmaker and a screenwriter, and I started creating characters that I care about, characters that I love, I realized eventually those characters have to die. And it brings the audience in more. So there you have it. Number 3, Randy Meeks. Number 2 is the infamous Casey Becker death. Now, who back then in 1996 would have thought that Drew Barrymore would die first in a slasher movie? Everybody probably thought she was the star, which I did. The pacing of that scene was amazing. The phone calls, the tension, it was just amazing to watch. And I think it's either 12 or 15 minutes long, that opening, the opening of the movie. It's just, the chase was incredible. The end was great. The parents were amazing. I thought it was very well done. And in that scene, there's a shout out to Halloween when the father tells the mother, get in the car and drive down to the Mackenzie's house. That was straight out of John Carpenter's Halloween. So I thought that kill was great, and it really sets the tone for the rest of the movie, which is something is very important in the opening kill in a movie. Now, before I reveal the number 1 kill in Scream history, which again is my opinion, I want to give a few honorable mentions to 5 deaths that I didn't put in this ranking. Principal Himbry from Scream. Great kill of an odd character. For a while I thought he might have been, crazy and been the killer. Haley McDaniels from Scream 2. I thought she might be the killer based on the way she was acting and her insistence on going with Sydney to the safe house. I thought maybe she had something to do with it. And I guess there was a version of the script where she was the killer. Her, Derek, and Mickey were the killers. Which, I don't know, 3 killers is a little much. Tyson Fox from Scream 3. I loved his line, "Oh, you motherfucker," and I probably quote that like 100 times a week. Whenever my wife does something I don't like, "Oh, you motherfucker." Phil Stevens from Scream 2. He was just too nosy for his own good and had to die. I mean, come on now. If you're in the bathroom and people are fucking in the stall next to you, leave him the fuck alone. And people say, "Oh, Ghostface couldn't have known where his head was going to be." Put your head against the wall sometime. If there's a hole, like, okay, put your head against the bathroom stall. if your feet are pointing a certain way, you can pretty much tell where your head is on the other side. Anyways, last honorable mention, Maureen Evans. She was killed for talking too much during the movie. I truly believe that. That's my number one pet peeve, going to movies. So those are my 5 honorable mentions. Number 1 death, in my opinion, in all of Scream history is Olivia Morris from Scream 4. The brutality of this kill is off the charts, and it sets the tone for the rest of the movie in terms of you don't know just how vicious this killer is going to be for the rest of the movie. The blood, the guts, all over the bed, all over the walls. It was just visually like striking. And I would love to do a scene like that. I have yet to meet a homeowner that will let me splatter blood all over their walls. So if you're out there, let me know, because I'd love to film in your house. I could tell you horror stories about filming in people's houses and the restrictions that they put on you, even after they've agreed to let you film a slasher movie in their house. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. That's completely another video. That's all I got, folks. My top 15 kills in Scream history. I hope you enjoyed the list. As always, feel free to comment below. I love to talk to you guys. It's fun. It's entertaining. We all love horror movies, and I'd love to talk to you guys. There'll be a contact page at the end of this video. I will catch you guys next time. Once again, my name is Jamie Santamore, and this is the Maine Morgue.